subscriptions. Yeah. Good morning and welcome to Clarity. My name's Barbara Gray here in the UK, and this is our friend Paul Church.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And today we thought we'd get together with you and take a look at all our different subscriptions and our online courses.
And gift vouchers.
So this is all with a view to Christmas gifts and perhaps gifts to yourself.
Yeah, what a way to treat yourself. Brand new course. Two courses to choose from.
One paper collage and one parchment.
Yes, absolutely. So covering both parties.
Well, we'll wait until some friends have found us, and then we'll start showing you the newness of it all. And how are you? How is everybody? Yeah, here they come.
There we go. Jilly's in the room, so if you've got any questions, she's there to help.
Good morning, Jilly.
And she'll post a link up to the show page that we'll get to during the course of this hour.
Yeah, so no demos today. We just wanted to sit back and relax and just show you what's coming up, what we've done, what's available. I think, you know, as we've evolved with let's start with the online courses. I've always done workshops. In fact, that's how you and I got to know each other.
It was indeed, yes, many years ago. Calden.
Yeah, that's right. So I used to always did workshops in the summer, the retreats, and they're still going strong. And Paul had a real job up in London, didn't he?
Proper job.
And then on his holidays, he'd come down and help me do the retreats.
Yeah, because back then, obviously, I knew of Clarity, and I, as a general customer, going around the retail shows, watching you demonstrate, Barbara with the brayer and everything else. But what we didn't realise at the time is how close we lived together.
That's right.
So because you automatically think, oh, this person lives far away, but you're 10 minutes up the road.
That's it. And so so then Paul started helping at the workshops.
Yeah.
And he's never looked back, have you done it?
No, absolutely, no. And it was all one summer where the big decision was made. At that point, we was at the rugby club.
We were at the rugby club, that's right.
Dave was unwell.
Dave had a bad turn. He had a TIA, didn't he?
That's
had a
right.
really bad turn. And there was a real, there was a sense of panic because I didn't know what to do. You know what it's like. And then Paul, you jacked your job in, didn't you, in London?
Did that year.
Came on board. Yeah. And my brother.
Yes, he was just after.
He did the same thing, didn't he? He stopped his job and came on. So, you know, good friends, good people came and helped us get through that sticky spot. There you go. So
2016.
Is that how long you've been here now?
January 2016 officially.
Officially, yeah. But we were doing workshops for years before, weren't we?
Worthing.
Do you remember? Well, the only thing I remember of what you used to be with Wendy.
I did. You was in one. You had that side over there.
Yeah.
There was an archway that led into like a bar area that was never open. Yeah. And then Wendy and I were on that little corner just there.
And I remember I used to take the kids, Grace and Mark, and they were little like this. And Mark was fanatical about his basketball.
Yes.
Do you remember? And so whenever we were loading and unloading the van, because there was this arch, Worthing was like a nice hall for weddings and stuff like that.
The
Sharmantine Centre.
That's right. Yeah.
And every time he went to load the van, because he was stretching at that point, but he was fanatical about basketball. And he could not go through this arch without jumping up and trying to slam dunk it, right?
Yeah.
But of course, dirty grid were vans, you know, and so his fingers were black. And then I looked up at this lovely white painted arch. All we could see was Mark's fingerprints where he'd been slam dunking.
That was to prove that he'd been there.
Yeah, but it was just, you know, the higher he could go. So it was so funny. There were just black marks all over the top. And I thought, I wonder if anybody looks up to see that.
I think we knew it was there.
We knew, and it was there the next year, and the next year, and the next.
And by that time, Mark only had to go like that.
Yeah, Mark, he had to duck to get
through. Yeah.
Oh, those were the fun. Days. That was Worthing.
Yeah.
So here we are, with loads of friends coming in to see us now.
Super.
And so let's have a think. First of all, let's take a look at what's new, shall we? The first thing I wanted to talk about was the new paper collage. So Glastonbury Tour, this is a cool one.
This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to bring
This
the
is it
details
here,
up on the side of the
right?
screen.
And then we'll come in overhead to show you.
Yeah.
So this is a 12 by 12 inch canvas board, and we get together for a day.
Yes.
It's the third one in the series. It's actually the fourth, strictly speaking,
Yeah.
but it's the third online
course.
And I'm seriously thinking that perhaps we do need to, because the very first one of these paper collages, we did it in a course, a workshop at Ditton.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
The summer retreat, wasn't it? A couple of years back.
Yeah, the people that do my summer retreats are always my guinea pigs. They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Same for the thing on Sunday.
But I think it's that same thing, isn't it? Sort of you can put it out there and you can interact because you're in the same room, and then you'll have a feel then whether it will transfer onto an online course. Yeah.
Well, we started the online course, I think last year was pretty much, it started last year was the first year that we've been doing. So this year or last year?
It was last year.
Last year
at
the
summer
end.
Retreat, and then it was about October, November time.
So it's only been about a year that we've been doing online courses, and they've been really well received. I mean, the benefits of online courses, I guess, first of all, you don't have to travel to do them.
No.
You can do them from the peace of your own home, but you still have that sense of community. I mean, it's not like face-to-face, but it's the next best.
Yes. And it, as you say, it is the comfort of your own home. Wherever you are in the world.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of friends that join us from Australia and the States,
Spain,
Europe, France, exactly. So that's not an issue at all. German friends, Belgian friends.
Yeah.
You know, that's great. Sweden.
Yes.
Norway.
Norway.
You know, it's lovely, really.
Really is worldwide.
Canada. So that's the thing about the online courses, is you can join in anytime now. And the other thing is, of course, we do a live session.
Yeah.
We have a live session with a lot of banter. But then if you miss the live session or you have to leave, once you've bought the key to the castle, you can go back and anytime you like, can't you?
Again and again and again.
As many times as you
want. And I
think
it's very similar to when you do the shack on a Monday and you're doodling. Many of our friends at home, they watch first and then they'll go in afterwards and then they'll do the course.
Same as I do.
Some people will do it at the same time because obviously ahead of the time you'll know exactly what's needed. And when it comes to the canvases, we send you the kit when you buy that course anyway. So you've got everything good to go.
Yeah, that's right. And so during the last year, we did the Lighthouse and the Viaduct.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to that. And then this is now the Glastonbury tour.
Yeah.
Glastonbury, very dear to our heart.
Beautiful, yes.
Let's have a look, shall we? So this is the Glastonbury tour. And there we go. There's the tour. It's very, if you've ever been to Glastonbury, you know, it's funny how people think that this was built around the festival. It's like, I don't think
the
so.
Other way round. Yeah.
And so if you have ever been to Glastonbury, there is this really amazing conical hill with the tor, which is actually a church, St Michael's Church on the top. This is the remnants of it.
Right.
It's the last bit of it. But it's just a magical, mystical place.
It is. I mean, I remember climbing up that hill and getting to the top. It was a rather windy day the day we went up. But the views
is
were
panoramic because it is conical, isn't it?
Yes.
And you can look 360 degrees from the top.
Yeah.
It's quite something, isn't it?
And there was a guy up there playing music.
The saxophone.
Yeah, I think it was saxophone.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul and Earl and Dave and I, we went to the festival. We actually went to the Glastonbury. We'd been before, and then we went
for
with
the
you
wet
two.
year.
The wet, that was biblical. Never forget that.
The year we went,
Brexit
nice
year, that was.
It was like heat wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't know what was worse, whether it would have been better to be wet and cold because of the toilets, or the heat and the toilets.
Yeah, no, you had a bit of an issue, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's not for the faint-hearted, Glastonbury,
definitely
is
not.
it?
But no, it was great.
But great memories.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
Yeah.
And for me, the highlight was the Glastonbury tour. For me, it was that. And Earl in the silent disco.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've got a picture somewhere. I'll have to dig that out. Yeah.
Because there's no music. It's all with earphones.
In there, and you could change what you was listening to.
He's such a great dancer. And it was just, yeah. And it was
you
definitely...
could be listening to one, I could be listening to a different one, you could be listening to, and you'd all be dancing to different songs.
But Earl definitely had the best music.
Yeah, whatever it was.
It was
probably
brilliant. Yeah. So back to the actual course.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to make.
Beautiful.
And it's if you haven't seen any of these before, you'll know that they are. We send you the kit,
Yes.
which is this is the kit that we provide you with, and it gives you everything that you need. So in this particular kit, you get the 12 by 12 inch canvas. You get all the papers that we're going to use during the course of the day.
Yeah.
You get the template on
Yes,
parchment, which is key. Yeah, that's the linchpin really. And then you also get a really nice card that we've printed, which tells you what it's got to look like. So it's like a guide, but it's also a really nice greeting card that we print.
Pinky grey.
Pinky grey, and these are available on Pinky. Well, they will be.
They will be. Yeah.
On Pinky Grey, a set of 5 or 6.
Yeah, pinkygrey.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eh?
Keep your eye on that.
So it's just a question of, this is a little bit different to the other ones that we've done, as in it's a different colorway.
Yeah.
Although it comes from our infusion papers, but the others were quite teal, weren't they?
Yeah.
So this one now, let me just look at this is 60230.
So it's £67. Now, with all of our online courses, there's no club discount. But for the £67, we will send you this. We then, once the classroom's been built, which will be in January, we'll send you the invite to the Circle platform. And the actual live session will take place on Saturday, the 7th of February, 2026. I have to be careful when I'm putting dates now because we're into next year.
Strange.
And it'll be how we did the one of the previous sessions in 2 sessions in the one day.
Yeah, I really like this format. Do you remember when Jazz was with me? And she said that she'd love to join us on that one as well, which would be great. So what we do is we get together rather than plow through 5 hours in the afternoon or 6 hours, which is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
We do 9 to 12 in the morning. Then we have a couple of hours break, so you can have a lunch break, stretch. Do some stretching exercises.
Take the dog for a walk.
Take the dog for a walk.
Yeah.
Make a cup of tea, and then we meet again at 2 o'clock, and then we finish the job.
Yes.
So this is the live session, but there are also recorded sessions. One of the things as well that's really important to note is that this isn't a Zoom meeting or a Facebook Live, or this is a private inner circle. In fact, we call it our circle.
Our inner circle, yeah, platform.
So when you join or subscribe to any of our online courses, which we'll be showing you more of, it's like you literally get a link.
Yes.
Unique to you, and then you can get into that college if you like.
Yeah, definitely. And so if you've done any of the previous courses, that what happens is that when you purchase the course and we add you into that course, next time you log into the Circle platform, you'll see it in your list of courses that you've purchased that you can then go back in and watch again and again. If it's brand new to you, you'll get an email link asking you to create an account on the Circle platform. And then once you've done that, that's it, you're in.
Yeah, and you're in again and again and again.
Again.
And once you get into the swing of our online courses, you do get a lot of bang for your buck, really. I do.
Because there's also sort of like a Q&A chat room in there as well. So any questions you have before or after, then, and also it's about sharing your artwork as well. Yeah. It's a great place, and it's only the people that have attended that course are actually, because each course has its own individual chat room. Yeah. It's not like one big thing for the whole of Clarity.
Yeah, no, it's not like the common room.
No.
That's where our Clarity Worldwide, Groovy Worldwide, Pergamano Worldwide, those are our public platforms, our public groups. And again, they're very safe and policed 24/7.
Yeah, because you have to request to join those Facebook groups. So.
And you know, Grace, myself, Sue, we're always policing and monitoring and making sure. So anybody that is part of, you know, I can understand that people are quite apprehensive about perhaps joining in on Facebook groups like the mini makes and PTCs. Clarity Crafts Mini Makes and PTCs. It's a brilliant little group for
which we started a year ago.
Started that a year ago as well. Yeah. The point is, if you are a bit, oh no, I don't do Facebook, just consider just modifying that I don't do,
Mm.
and just sign up. You know what the other thing is, and Grace is very clear on this. You don't even have to sign up with your own name.
Oh, really?
No, you can give yourself a nom de plume.
What?
A
Another
nom de
what?
plume. You don't. I don't have to call myself Barbara. I choose to call myself Barbara
Yeah.
Grace so that you know. But if your name is Lisa Price,
Yeah.
you can call yourself
Sue Price.
Crafty Price
Yeah.
or Artie Price or
Expensive price.
L Price. Yeah.
Cheap price.
High price. The point is that you can create your own filters too, can't you?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
I
you
know
can.
half of you do.
As long as in the background, that obviously they know who you are on Facebook anyway. But for the general outgoing, you
Precisely.
can. Yeah.
And for
So-
us too, you know. So that's worth bearing that in mind. You know, it's really quite safe though. You don't have to worry that we're going to give your information to anybody else. It's not the
No.
point of the community. Is about community.
Yeah. And it's always been at the heart of Clarity, the community, the education,
Yeah.
and it's just evolved over the years, 32 years.
And that's it. I mean, in the beginning, 32 years ago, there weren't computers, and there wasn't this online internet or
No.
Facebook, or there was none of that. And so that's why we used to meet
Yeah.
in God blimey, we've had some workshop experiences. Okay, but that's how we used to get together.
Yeah.
Or we used to go to the exhibitions like the NEC. We used to stroll around the country year on year because that was how you met people.
Yeah.
Having said that, Clarity was probably one of the very first companies to go
On
online.
YouTube.
Yeah, do YouTube Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And they've always, all our tuition has always been free.
Yeah.
For decades. But there comes a point where you realize, and I was very uncomfortable about charging.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't in
your nature.
It wasn't in my nature.
Yeah.
I'd always said, we make money from our products. We can give our knowledge away. We share our knowledge freely.
Yeah.
And then there came a point where I'm just getting too old now to go to the NEC. And Dave, the point being, Dave, you know, we can't load the van, unload the van, do all these things. So we've reduced our ability to meet other people. And also take our product to market.
Yeah.
And so then we looked at what was available to us, and I said, you know, perhaps we do need to get on the program, get with the program with.
And I think also when COVID kicked in, obviously a lot of our friends you had to go online in order to find out what was happening or to stay in touch with people, because there was no public meeting at that point. So I think a lot of people then had to learn and adapt how to get online just to sort of stay sane. And that's where the Shack
that's how the Shack grew. And you know, and I often talk to business people and they underestimate you. They underestimate the middle-aged woman, if I dare say so, if I dare be that direct. They don't think that you are as computer savvy as you are. And I think, being one of you, that they're missing a trick. Because Shack, if we didn't know how to go online and do Facebook and do the Shack and get with the program, we learned during lockdown. Instagram, FaceTime, you know, these were all words. Online shopping. Yeah. Supermarket shopping, delivery, Ocado, you know, who knew?
Other brands are available.
But you understand what I mean? Yeah. And I do think that often men in suits, you know, in the nicest possible, I mean, it's the nicest possible way, I think they underestimate our demographic.
Yeah.
They don't realize just how good we are online, you know. And one thing that I learned a long time ago is there is nothing that time and a little patience won't solve. And it's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, yesterday I was working on something that's really exciting for January, and I thought I was going to lose my mind because I was trying to sort something out that was new to me.
Yeah.
And I knew I could come in, give it to Jazz, younger generation, graphic designer, Bosch. And I thought, I want to learn this. I want to know how to do this, you know. And so I taught myself. It took me about 3 hours to crack it. But the point is,
It's that process, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and I had a stonking headache by the end of it, but I did it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a graphic design function that I wanted to learn, and I cracked it. And all I kept saying to myself was, it is definitely doable.
Yeah.
It's definitely achievable.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that time and a little patience and a little application won't sort out. And sure enough, there's nothing quite like it when you get it right. It's like,
it goes back to the shack. Birds on a wire. I can't do a bird on a wire. I can't do a bird on a wire. 6 months down the road, four-legged horses were galloping up the road, and
horses at Camelot.
Yeah. So
Hakuna Matata. We were talking African at one point.
Yeah,
do you remember?
I know. So
brilliant.
Yeah, so from birds on a wire to full. I mean, some of our friends have now turned their illustrations into a living.
Hilda.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Hilda Smith.
And it started with a bird on a wire.
With a bird on a wire, and here we are 5 years later, and she's flying.
Yeah.
Literally.
So.
Yeah. So the online courses were they evolved out of all this.
Yes.
You know, Dave and I looked carefully at the whole scene and said we have to do something to keep going.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is that I've got a healthy understanding of this. We're all aging at the same pace. So if I'm struggling to drive in the dark, you're struggling to drive in the dark.
Yeah.
And those new headlights are really.
No.
What is it? It's not me, is it?
No.
I think it's a commercial.
They're meant to be bringing in a law in cars going forward that they can only be a certain brightness. Because you can just swap out your lights or whatever for super bright ones.
It's like the Blackpool illuminations coming at you.
Yeah, and then if you're at the top of a hill, or especially around here, you go around the corner and it's all of a sudden they're like right in your...
And they're little country lanes. And they're coming at, it's I understand.
You can tell some of the older cars because they're
yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow
light. But you can still see them.
Yeah, I know. It is. So my point is that I know that we're all aging at the same speed, you know, and so these online courses, looping back to what we were talking about, these online courses were not just from a selfish point of view, but from a community point of view.
Yeah.
You know, but that's when we had to make the decision to start actually putting a price to them. And the price is reasonable. I think it's fair.
I think it's
for what
very
you get,
good.
It's great.
Yeah. And because often I've seen people, you buy a class online and it's either a one-time watch for whatever the fee is, or you've got it for 12 months. And if you haven't done it or watched it within 12 months, that's it. You lose it. Whereas with this, you've got that key. So as long as we still keep going on the Circle platform, then that key will still unlock that door.
And I think from my own point of view, I'd like to think that the quality of my teaching is good enough. And Louise is marvellous.
Yeah.
And the thing about the Louise workshops, the 1, 2, 3 courses, they are the ones that you really want to go back and go again and go again and go again and practice and hone your skills and do your white work and do your perforating.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're going to speak about that this afternoon.
We are indeed, yes.
So let's take a look. Should we go back to Glastonbury?
Yeah, let's go back to Glastonbury.
I would love to go back.
We just went on a complete different tour.
Yeah, that's okay. We're traveling gently.
Yeah.
I was talking to Dave about how it's almost like a condition at the moment in the lead up to Christmas. People are getting so frantic and manic. And
same every year, isn't it?
It is, but it seems to be, maybe it's because I'm getting older, I'm getting slower. But look, it looks like I've put a Val Doonican cardigan on. It's a nice cardigan. The point I'm making is that it feels to me, and maybe because I'm getting older, I'm calming down a bit.
Yeah.
But I feel that we as a community, we need to calm down a bit. You know, this is crazy what's going on. How many Christmas dinners have we cooked? How many Christmas trees have we decorated? How many parcels have we packed and cards have we made? You know,
for one day.
And we do it every year. We manage it. Or you do what Paul does, he just sends Amazon vouchers.
Vouchers, it's easier that way. Don't need to go anywhere. Gift vouchers, it's a perfect gift.
We've got gift vouchers.
We have indeed.
So we're moving with the times.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is, what I feel is that you've got a kind of just karmic hermit, you know?
Yeah.
Karmic hermit. Because
these
it's
courses
all
are
about a couple of
perfect.
days, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I could get really frantic. I've got a house full,
Mm.
but it's like, I've had a house full for many years, and I'm very lucky that the people are still around to have a house full,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm.
absent friends and all that.
Absolutely.
You understand? So let's take a look one more time at this, and then we're launching it today. It would be lovely if you come in and support us.
It will do. So the item number for that is 60230. And as I say, it's £67. There's no club discounts, but you will receive this fantastic pack that gives you everything. And then there's a small list of additional items that you will need. So that's the full one.
That is it,
That's it.
So I want to show you, this is what impresses me about, even if I say so myself, I mean, I've developed this paper collage process, right? And I will show you the other ones that we've done.
Yeah.
But this is a particular process. What impresses me, like, because we know what it's like when you're a crafter, the stash.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
you make a card and then you say, yeah, it cost me about £3,000 to make. It's like when I do pottery and I give you a pot and I say, well,
a little bit,
it's only cost me about £10,000, but happy Christmas. If you calculate the kiln and the right? This is brilliant. I'll show you what you need.
In addition to the kit.
This is impressive, right?
Yeah.
So this is all you need to join in. This comes in the kit.
It does indeed.
These are the papers that already come in the kit. So I've gone generous and given you extra as well.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit of room for wiggle room.
Super.
You need one pair of scissors. I've got two because that's just the nature of the game. I've got a tiny one for the window in.
The window. Is there a window?
That there.
Right.
So I've got that.
Yeah.
And then I've got two pairs. These are surplus. That one and that one. There you go. Pencil. Tweezers, scissors. I call this a barren. So in other words, a cup with a flat.
Something with a flat bottom.
With a flat bottom and low tack tape. That's it. That plus the kit we're going to send you. That's all you need.
That's all you need. And it's the same for any of the
Trust me.
12 by 12, the 12 by collage courses that we've done previously. So if you like the look of this, and maybe it's the first time you've seen any of the paper collage courses, then obviously they're all available for you to go, and we'll have a look at the various different designs
of
the previous ones.
So the Glastonbury tour is
it's a brand new one. It is indeed, that lovely colour palette on there.
And I like that. I like that one. It's the same style that I did or I designed for the old ones.
Yes.
The previous ones. They're not old. My sister-in-law, Sheila.
Yeah.
She made all three of them, the three.
Because she came to the summer workshop.
She came to the summer workshop and then she attended the other two.
Yeah.
And she's got them in her kitchen. She's framed them with beautiful wooden, lovely behind glass. They look so gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah. And I gave my ones to my mum. So hers are, she's got 1, 2, and 3 as well. Yeah. So these are the ones. So the original one, can I have the original one that we haven't done the workshop?
The one that started off, which was the cottage one. Yeah.
So this was the cottage that we did in the summer retreat. This is where it all started.
Yeah.
And again, it's just paper, scissors, and a Pritt stick.
Yes.
Oh, that was what was missing in here.
Stick.
The Pritt stick. That's the only other thing you need. I take it all back. You need them as well.
Yeah, just one of those.
Well, I'd say both.
Okay.
Only because for the little and the large,
yes,
I'd say both.
Okay.
But Pritt sticks are good. Okay. So this was the one that did it to start with.
Yeah.
And it was a big hit. We really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that I'm going to have a word with Jazz, and perhaps so that you've got all three in this format.
Yeah.
The 3 sizes. I think I'll mock up and we'll organise another Saturday that we can hang out. And I know it'd be just as easy for me to just give you the kit, but it isn't about just giving you the kit,
No.
because it's about the process. It's also, to me, it's like a spa day.
Yeah.
For me, getting together with a group of like-minded people is like a spa day, you know. And also, I need the tuition for the process, because
it's the same, but it's different for each of the
it is
different
different
designs,
every
isn't
time.
it? Yeah.
So watch this space. I think we'll bring that, maybe in March we'll do that
Yeah.
one together before the sun.
And then
comes
you've got
out.
3 in those color palettes then, haven't you,
Yeah.
as you say?
So then we did the lighthouse. That was the next, and that one we did online, didn't we?
Yes, we did. So that is
So the
your
lighthouse.
Lighthouse. I'll bring the details up for you.
That one is
there.
60219.
There we go, 60219, and that's also £67.
So you can see here it's got all the same things. So when you put them next to each other, you can see that that here we have a trilogy.
Yeah.
So we've got the cottages, which we're going to do in March. We've got the lighthouse, which has got the water in it. Again, we're using those infusion papers. I just went to the same infusion papers
for that original
for
trilogy.
that trilogy.
Yeah.
Just use different papers. And then so that was the lighthouse one.
Yeah.
And then the next one is the
lollipop. I mean the viaduct.
The viaduct, which came out lovely. So the viaduct one, that was the third one, and the more complicated one, I should say. So this was the viaduct, and you can see here 60203.
£67 as well. So perfect for like little stocking fillers. Maybe you want to treat yourself to one, and maybe you haven't done any of the previous ones, and someone says to you, "What do you want for Christmas?" What a gift to receive.
Really nice. And the thing is, it wouldn't cost you a lot to give them the little kit, so they've got absolutely everything. A couple of Pritt sticks, you know, in a little box.
Yeah, just give them the Pritt sticks as a
Happy
teaser.
Christmas.
And if it was, what do I need the Pritt stick for? And then give them the canvas. Do it that way.
I think really, you know, I think this is really a great way to go. And so that's my contribution to online courses. This is in February, this one, isn't it?
It is, yes. Saturday, the 7th of February is the live broadcast. But as we've said previously, if you can't join in on the day, or you can only do part of it, once you buy that and it's happened, the recording becomes available, and then you can go back and watch it again, fast forward, pause it, rewind it, start it, wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, carry on. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah. Again and again and again.
And again.
So then the next thing is, this is for January too, isn't it?
This is, yes. This one, your one's in February.
Yep.
And this one with Louise is on Saturday, the 24th of January.
So this is great. It's a kind of a getting back in the saddle with Louise, isn't it?
It is.
So
indeed.
rather than a full-blown 1, 2, 3 every Wednesday, here we go again.
3 or so hours.
We thought we'd park that for a minute, because we've got a plan. We've got loads of plans.
We've got loads of plans, very exciting plans.
Yeah,
we can't tell you anything. But
I will. But I spoke to Louise about this, and I said, what would be really nice for January, just because you need to get together. It's dark, you know, it's after Christmas. It's a funny old time of year. You know, I think it's all that hype.
Yeah.
And then take the tree down.
It is. The tree comes down, and you walk in, and the room looks empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get together. And rather than do learning, I said, why don't we go back to what was in the last year, and take something. I said to her, pick a really lovely plate or two that you really love, and then do some. She said, what about some really nice colouring with the new polychromo?
Yeah.
I said, there you go, fantastic.
It's more project led, isn't it? That was
project led rather than technique led.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're reinforcing what was already learned, but we're using a new design. And again, it's that spa day attitude. It's that, let's just get together and let's do something new. And Louise is she has a wealth of knowledge about this stuff.
It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, I've learned something from every single course that Louise has done so far.
So she's calling this enhanced pencil work, and you will notice these are really brand new designs. So let's just talk about the course to begin with.
Yeah.
Louise wants to get into the pencil work, colouring.
Colouring, especially on the front of parchment graph, because we always tend to colour more on the back. And it's a real skill to be able to do it on the front because you think, oh, I've got no safety net. And so there's some fantastic techniques in order to be able to achieve that on the front of the parchment, which Louise is going to take us through on that particular one-day course.
And again, so we talked about this. I think you're going to be there as well, Paul,
I will
according
indeed.
to this.
Yes, I'll be there.
So Lou and Paul will be joining you, same as Jazz and myself.
Yeah.
And what we thought was we'd do that one-day session, 9 to 12 and 2 to 4. It's a really lovely way to do it. Yeah. Echo. So this is on Saturday, 24th of January.
Yeah.
So Saturdays are a good day.
It's a nice day as well. And you say it's come down after Christmas. What a better way to craft and to colour and to learn a fantastic new skill and technique on the parchment craft.
So the course is £60, 60231 for the whole day.
It is indeed. So we won't be sending you anything for this course. Like on previous courses, we've sent a booklet because it's been done over a 1, 2, 3. So all you do when you purchase this, you'll get added to the register. And then when the classroom's built in January, you'll then be invited to that. But there will be a list of ingredients. Louise is building that at the moment on what she's going to do, and we will put that information into the product information.
Yes.
And we'll also, for those of you that have bought it ahead of that, we will email that to you afterwards as well.
And the only thing that you might want to get ahead of is the plates themselves, because they are beautiful. So here we go.
So these are Barb's Blooms. Now, these weren't due to be released until January. But Louise said, oh, no, I want to use these in that course in January. So you've got the 3 different, these are fantastic. These are midi plates.
They're nice size.
Which is a really popular size since we introduced it. It was the idea that you came up with to celebrate 10 years of Groovy, wasn't it? The midi collection.
It's somewhere between baby plates and A5 square, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really nice, because we're on that mini makes journey.
Yes.
And it kind of, it's a compromise, isn't it?
It is. So Jazz has put these together. So these are Barb's Big Blooms. For the trio, it's 42594. You have a £3 saving plus your club discount on this. So if you're a Diamond Club member, that brings it down to £20.37.
For all 3 plates?
For all 3. So it's a £6.60 saving across there.
But what we have done is, for the course, obviously we're not going to use the holly in the course.
No.
Although the holly, funny enough, the holly stamps are the most popular by a country mile. But I think that's because it's before Christmas.
But I mean, Louise, I'm sure she will show a technique on how to colour those holly leaves. It just won't be as part of that main project that she's completing.
So, but it's great to get all 3 because they are part of
a
collection, aren't they?
Yeah.
More will be revealed on that.
So and you've got that lovely font that's on the stamp version as well, with the thank you, you're the best, enjoy your special day.
So if you want to order those, you can go online. I think the internet's back on track.
Yeah, the internet is working. There was a bit of an issue with certain websites earlier this morning, which was a bit of a panic, but yeah, it's all good.
But it wasn't just us, that was global.
No, it was global again. It's becoming a regular thing now.
I know, it's like, don't panic.
Who's going to stop working this time?
But you can see here that you can always call Sue downstairs on 01732 868 and if she's busy taking an order, then it will pop straight through to
Louise, indeed.
And and so we're covered. We're golden.
We are, and we'll have a look at these in a little bit more detail this afternoon.
I think that's a great idea.
Louise has got some artwork she wants to share with you. These literally only went out to the design team. Where are we now? Wednesday. So we've got no art. That's how, because we was going to do them in January.
Yeah.
Louise said, oh, please, can I use these?
Can I use these? I said, yes, you sure can.
You can.
But if you're going to use them, then we need to make them available.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
that's another nice, I mean, I know it's a generous gift for a parcher, but what a gift.
Definitely. And it's a gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? So because you've got the plates, and then you've got the keys to that course as well.
Yeah, so those are the 2 new things.
2 brand new.
We're here to entertain you.
Yeah.
And something I want to talk about as well.
Mm.
So at the moment, I'm working on something that's going to come out in January.
Yes.
And I've spent the last, because I didn't feel very well, so I just locked myself in my house, and
Dave locked her in.
Dave locked me in.
So
No,
she
he
could
didn't.
get out.
But what I did was I worked on the Clarity Times, or Clarity Times, and the idea is that we are going to be publishing. If I said a newspaper, it's a
Yeah.
little bit strong, because a newspaper comprises many, many pages.
Mhm.
But it will certainly be a monthly newspaper.
Yeah.
Okay, it's big and it's folded, and it's not one of those
Take
big
up the 2 seats
financial
on a
time.
chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a train.
Train.
You know, bloke in a bowler hat thinks he owns the country.
The carriage.
The FT,
Yeah.
Financial Times out. I know, been there.
Yeah.
No, it's quite an ergonomically pleasing size, and but it's going to be really lovely, and it's something that will go in every single parcel,
Yeah.
every single box. It's free, and it won't be like a sale schmear, you know,
No.
with loads of coupons. It's not that. It's going to be something. What I thought was it'd be really nice if we could make something, again, our generation,
Mhm.
it's us, isn't it? That you could just have a cup of tea and sit down at the table, and there'll be an article that I've written, meet the team, how do the machines work? Let me tell you about this. You know, quotes and quips. What's coming up for the month? On the back, there's a calendar. That was the challenge that I cracked yesterday. The calendar. And the reason that this has all come about was because a lady said to me at the open days, an older lady, older, said to me, the problem is, by the time I get the newsletter, I've missed the first Sunday, or I've missed the TV show on Hobbymaker. I don't know that you're on. And it's a shame, because I'd really like to have that. Yeah, I'd like to have that available. And I don't do the internet, so she can't go online, you know. So I thought, I know what we can do. We could put it on the back page.
Yeah.
You know, and so that way it's like the radio. My mum is the same, you know. When I go shopping with her, or she says, I need the Radio Times, I need the TV Times, even though there's all that smart TV at her disposal.
You just got to go through the program guide, flick through.
And it's like the Bible at Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without wanting to be sacrilegious.
Does it? I mean, I'm guessing they still exist, Radio and TV Times. But yeah, that used to be, and sometimes you go to sold out.
I know.
Sold out.
And my mum and dad, you know, I'll buy it. She says, don't forget to get me the radio or the TV Times. I say, okay, Mum. So buy it at the garage, take it. Oh, not that one. So, we got a favourite now as well.
So they always, especially at Christmas, there was a Christmas special edition one, wasn't there? As well as
still is.
Yeah,
there still is.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Now that's where I decided that it'd be really nice to have a nice, pleasant newspaper feel read, so that you can sit and read a couple of articles, and it's not 100 pages. It's just 4 pages really, and it's folded nicely in every parcel. What do you think?
I mean, it's brilliant.
And it will go out every month, and it will go out early. You know, Jazz and I are on it now.
Yeah.
And of course, it will evolve. It's like everything. It will get better and better, like what we try to do here.
It is like the clubs.
Yeah.
How the clubs have evolved
and got better
over
and better.
the years, and got better and better.
Yeah.
The quality of the booklets, the quality of not the quality of the product, but the how many stamps you get now.
Yes.
In the clubs, where that could be.
Exactly. And in the club, I've always sent a newsletter.
Yeah.
And I've often thought, because, you know, the newsletter, people really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But the newsletters are kind of a letter from the heart more than a newspaper. A bit different. Very different, actually. Very, very different. And so I kind of, you know, when you're in the club, it's a special newsletter. And so I couldn't say, okay, but so you need to pay to be in the club, but now I'm going to take that newsletter and I'm going to put it in everybody's box. Doesn't work like that. So the newspaper is a completely different thing. It's a different feel. It's a different, and of course, our friends in the club, they will all get the newspaper as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different thing.
Mm.
So the clubs, you know, we're talking about subscriptions and ideas.
Yeah.
And even though we charge for our online courses, because we have to pay the bills and the wages.
Yeah.
But then I spend days coming up with an idea for a monthly newspaper, which I think will be very well received.
Yeah. I'm sure the chat's probably really busy with the responses on that.
Yeah, because
And
we're going to have so many.
different.
And the other thing is, Paul, like, you know, meet the team, maker of the month.
Yeah.
We're going to get you involved. That I put together a word search, and then I thought we could, because I know you like little games and you like puzzles and things like that, just like the good old days. My dad, so Dad had a stroke when he was 38 years old. And I remember he used to do the Times, right? Or no, the Telegraph. It was a Telegraph cryptic crossword every single day.
Wow.
Because he wanted to
keep his
mind going. Yeah. And he would, because he was off work for quite a long time. And I remember he used to do this, the cryptic one, and you'd be sitting talking to him, and he'd be looking at you, and then he'd suddenly go, "Oh, that's right." And then he wasn't even listening. He was working out a cryptic clue in his mind. Yeah, that was my dad, you know. And then he always had a pencil, and you could, the newspaper, he'd get the newspaper every day, and the gutters around the outside
with little notes and
covered the margins, covered in little letters and anagrams and circles and and writing and lines through it. It was brilliant, really, you know. And so whilst we're not going to emulate the Telegraph or the Times or none of that, we just want to get a little bit of nostalgia, like that nostalgic traditional, feels like a newspaper, sounds like a newspaper, reads like a newspaper.
Yeah.
You know, be nice.
Brilliant. Yeah. So apparently in the chat think it's a great idea. Also, Hilda said that she would not be doing what she does now without the hours of doodling in the shack, and will always be incredibly grateful to Barb.
And Hilda, I was thinking about you the other day, because I remember you gave me, it's gifts, isn't it? It's all about the gift of giving as well, you know. Hilda gave me a most beautiful pair of hand knitted socks, because she's not only is she a linguist like me, she's also an incredible painter and artist.
Yeah.
She's also an incredible knitter. And I was putting your socks on because they're beautiful. They're just, they're my favourite socks of ever, right? And I thought, I've got to get a hold of Hilda, because I wanted to know, do you still knit socks? And would you take a couple of commissions from me? Because I really would love to give a couple of pairs of these beautiful socks.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Because they're so good, and they're years old, and they are still as good as the day. You know, sometimes hand knitted woolen socks, they look a little bit Nordic.
Yes.
You know, that lovely war.
Beautiful.
They fit like a glove. They're like shoes.
Yeah.
To me, they're like slippers. But often when you buy them shop bought, you get holes in the heel, and then the toes go. Not these. I don't know what wool she uses, but she's got the job. So I would love to know if Hilda's taking commissions on socks. And we're probably going to blow the doors off her business now.
Sock crazy.
Can I go first, please, on the socks? Yeah, so there you go.
Super.
So as far as the commissions go, the clubs go, it's subscription month.
Yeah, it is. So many of you join for a 12-month period. Many of you start your subscription at the beginning of the year in January.
Yes.
So that's when we have most of our renewals throughout the course of the year. But maybe you're not familiar with any of our craft clubs. There's 3 different types. We've got the stamp, the stencil, and the groovy. You can pay annually upfront for each club. You can join 1, 2, or 3. There's various different discounting benefits of the number of clubs you belong to, but you can also choose to pay monthly as well for that 12-month period. And am I right in thinking that if our friends, maybe you need to renew in January, or maybe you're looking to give the gift of a subscription.
You can renew
That-
anytime then.
You can renew it. But if you pay in full, you get double points.
If you
during the
pay
course
in
of
full before the 31st of December,
December.
you get double points.
Super.
So rather than wait till January, we'd appreciate it as well, because
Mhm.
December's always
Otherwise,
a bit
it goes January, like office opens. I was like, oh, I need to renew. I need to renew.
Yeah. So it would be great, and then all Sue will do is bolt it onto your current membership.
Yeah.
So it flows.
Those.
You know, it doesn't matter if you've still got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months, even, you know, whatever on your old subscription.
Yeah.
You won't lose that. It's not an overlap.
No.
Sue just bolts that onto your
To
existing
these.
subscription. So then
Yeah.
you've just bolted another 12 months on,
Absolutely. So-
regardless of when you start it.
And it's nice because for me, I belonged to the stamp club back in the day, and it was like a birthday or a Christmas present every month comes through the door, the newsletter, the project sheet, the stamp back as it was then, and it was big A4 sheets with photos stuck on it.
Grace and Mark with a glue tape
on it,
runner,
yeah. And that's how it sort of started, wasn't it, back then with the stamps?
It was. I used to say literally, because the computers weren't around. So I used to take a photograph with my Minolta, and then we used a proper camera, and then I used to get them developed at Jessop's.
Yep.
Like 2,000 at a time. And then we'd have to go to Jessop, and Dave always used to go and pick I love telling this story. Dave used to go and pick the photos up, then he'd bring them home, and then the kids would have to sit and glue the photos, and I'd leave a gap.
It was like a frame, wasn't it, for it to be stuck into?
And I'd leave a gap. And every time Dave would come home and he'd say, there's a bloke that works at Jessop's who you want on your team. And I'd say, okay, lovely. There's a bloke that works every month. He'd bring the big bags of photos back, because in those days it was a rolling club.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that everybody got the same one.
Same one, that's right.
It was a rolling club. That took some working out.
I bet, yeah.
I used to do that.
So if they joined
from 1 to 98, there might be 20 people on that one. The most would, let's say, on number 98, and then there'd be 20 people on number 97. So I'd have to work out all the photographs, and then the kids would stick them all in. We used to get there. And my mum used to, she used to tick them off and make sure, she was the secretary,
so to
make sure that everybody got the right one. And the kids used to be the gluers, the pickers, the packers.
And who used to lick the stamps? Because it would have been stamps back then, wouldn't it?
Oh, we used to cut them out as well.
No, I mean on the envelope.
On the envelope. My mum. Yeah, she used to like that.
Like plain post office.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the stamps were hand cut.
They were. And then, so this guy at Jessop's, Jim, right? It was Jim.
Yeah.
And at one point we went on telly and it got really busy. It got really busy. And I said, you know that bloke at Jessop's that you really like? Go and get him. And he's been with us 16 years now.
Wow.
I think it's over 16 years.
Goodness.
I know.
Apparently Hilda will be in touch.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Hilda.
So, and we also, with clubs, if you think it'd make a perfect gift for somebody, there's also a club gift voucher as well. There's also a club gift voucher as well. So if you think, oh, you know what, my sister would like to join one of the clubs, but I don't know what one she'd want to join. So you can actually buy a club gift voucher for 1, 2, or 3 clubs.
Nice.
When you get that, you give that as a gift to someone. They ring up and say, I'd like to redeem it for this club or that club. And then that's it. So it's a nice way then of sort of giving that gift that gives every single month. And
I think there's a lot to be said. You know, everything's going online, you know, digital magazines. So what's a digital magazine?
But you need the stamp.
You definitely need the stamp or the stencil. But for me as well, which is why I'm going back to this newspaper idea, I really like, I mean, we're card makers, for crying out loud. That's what we do, you know, we're makers. And so there's nothing quite, I don't want to lose that, what our generation has thrived on for decades. Card making, sending cards. You know, I'm hearing it more and more. Oh, the cost of the stamps, the cost of postage. You know, there's a little bit of like a conflict here, because we're all going online, which is killing the high street, but then we're moaning about the postage, and the postage is going up
because Royal
Mail doesn't know whether it's
online.
coming or going.
You
know, is it It's like, well, I
Mm.
think we need to just calm down a bit
Yeah.
and we'll decide what it is.
Calm
we
it, curb it.
Calm it, curb it. And so for me, one of the nice things, again, our generation, what people really enjoy is getting that happy post.
Yeah.
Ken always calls it his happy post, you know, and it's that sense you get something through the door, you make a cup of tea, open it up, have a
Read
look
the
what you got.
newsletter,
I
have
love
a look
it.
at, yeah. Peruse
So
through
much-
the booklet.
That's it. But so I've got to tell you, so much work goes in to those clubs.
Yeah.
So much work,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm going to put my honest hat on now. The cost of running the clubs is extreme. Okay. There are so many people involved, so many processes, the projects, the production, the graphics, the printing, it goes on and on and on and on, right? The planning, the products, the printing,
the processing, of the applications.
everything. It's massive, right? And that's why it's important. You know, we look at this year on year and say, are we going to go for another? Are we going to keep going? Are we going to keep going? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. And so we really rely on your subscriptions to keep it going. Without the subscriptions, the clubs can't survive.
No.
And we've seen magazines, if you like, and other subscriptions go to the wall because people didn't sign up anymore. And I think, what is it, £7 for a club?
£7 a club per month. Yeah. Cheaper than.
It's etched in my mind.
I know.
When we went up to Blooming,
it was no different the month before, but it didn't register the month before.
No,
when
because you paid probably.
No, you paid.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you paid the month before.
So when we go up to Redditch, when we go up to the TV,
Hobby Maker,
we have a habit of stopping for coffee because it's
We
quite
do.
a long walk, isn't it? And
a
drive, and we leave at stupid o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So we stop at Oxford or.
Oh yeah, one of the ones on the M40. Yeah.
And then I said, I'll get the coffee because I think that's the least I can do since he's the driver. In fact, because he's the driver, you get to pick which
services we're going to stop at. Yeah, whether we need a wee break.
Where do you want to stop? I said,
sooner or
you're
later.
The driver, your decision.
Yeah.
And so we stop at this blimmin' Starbucks. 2 coffees, £9.98. I nearly had a heart attack. 10 quid for 2 coffees. I'm still reeling.
And the lady behind the counter, she went, I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, and
I mean,
she said, would you like it hot? I said, is that extra? I said, would I like it hot?
Yeah.
I would love it hot, please, for that price. And she went, no, what I mean is...
You can have it extra hot.
You can have it extra hot. I said, I can burn my tongue with it as well, can I? Happy days.
And she started laughing, didn't she? Bless her.
I said, blimey, that's a lot of money for 2 coffees. Yeah. You know, that's a lot of money.
It'd be gone by the time we get to the TV show, and that's it.
Yeah.
Where's that 10 quid gone?
Tongue's burnt because I paid extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just for me, you know, and forgive me for saying this, I am a bit more of a price watcher now.
Yeah.
That if I need bread, I buy bread. I don't look at how much the bread is. Or if I need butter, butter I started looking at now because it's like, how much for half a pound of butter? You kidding me? So when I look at the club and what you get for the club, I think this is very good value.
Very good.
It is very good value.
It is when you think
that's including the postage.
Yeah.
The postage on it is, if it's £7 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Plus the discount, plus the product, plus the newsletter, plus the double coloured project.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Right. Plus the postage to get it to
each month.
Yeah. Yeah. That's £7 includes. So the postage has got to be 2 or 3 quid on an envelope like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look at the situation. You know that old situation. So I do think that it's worth mentioning that it's great value.
It's very, very. I mean, it always has been great value, and despite the fact that costs have continued to rise from. I mean, we do the printing in house now, which means we can control it better. Whereas before, it had to be outsourced. So therefore, in order to keep the price down, but then you'd get left over with loads of them and everything.
Do you know when we used to do the print out with the photograph?
Yeah,
it was 4 quid then. All those years ago. How many years
Wow.
ago was that? It was about
Four-
15,
the
16.
club was £4.
Work it out through Jim. So 16,
Wow.
17 years ago, it was £4 then. Now it's £7. So I rest my case.
And then when you look at the stamp, especially the stamp designs now, which jumps out to me, is that you used to get one stamp.
now you get a set.
Now you often get, which is sort of like what, an A6 square set of stamps,
Yeah.
which is, that's about £6-7 just if you was to buy the stamps on their own.
It's more of a community builder than a profit maker,
The
isn't it, when you
education.
start thinking
Yeah,
about
it's the
it.
education, isn't it?
But when people say to me, oh, it's a bit expensive, take me to Starbucks and let's discuss it over a coffee. Right, okay.
And you have a cold one.
Yeah.
If it's cold, you get a discount.
No,
I said, Bob, if you take your own cup, it is cheaper. Well, it's recycling, isn't it?
So there you go. That was my right sizing things, friends.
So that's sort of some information on the clubs. If you do want any information, everything's available online, or alternatively, you can give the office a call on 01732 868 215, where Sue or Louise or Pete will be there happy to talk you through. And even if you go onto our social media, like Clarity Worldwide, Groovy Worldwide, ask there if you're not sure. And I'd say a high percentage of our friends in those groups are club members, either of 1, 2, or 3.
There you go.
So
and that changes your discounts.
Yeah. So if you belong to one club for a year, you'll get 10% on all online purchases. 2 clubs, you'll get 12.5% discount on all online purchases. And then if you belong to all 3, which is a Diamond Club member, you'll get 15%, and that runs for the whole 12 months of your subscription.
It's good, really.
It's very good.
It's very good.
And then we often have twice a year we have half price club member sale.
Yeah.
As well, exclusive to club members. So
and different points.
Different points. We often do, for club members, you get double points on products and stuff like that. So really is good value for money.
So we've talked about the online courses and the new ones for January and February. We've talked about the clubs, the subscription month. If you join before the end of the year, we'll give you double points. Paying in full.
Yeah.
Because that will help us with the tax bill in January. Thanks very much, friends.
Knock.
He's a coming.
He comes and
he doesn't care, does he?
He's like Santa Claus, you know. He's taking rather than delivering.
And he rocks up as regular as clockwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we've also got the gift vouchers.
Gift vouchers.
And then I think we'll call it a day, and I'll leave you to. These are lovely.
These are lovely. So,
yeah, and then at 2 o'clock we'll come back and you can go into.
I'll go into the groovy stuff with Louise.
I love
stuff.
These. So Jazz, she took Jane Nesterenko's beautiful designs. Oh, Jane, she loved Christmas, didn't she?
She did. She loved a bit of sparkle.
And so we've got these lovely Christmas gift vouchers. They're so beautiful. Look, and you can pick which one you want.
You can indeed, yeah. So I'll show you on the
they're all different
on
ones.
the iPad.
Different colours, different scenes, different colourways. What a lovely idea, though.
Beautiful, aren't
you
they?
can also buy these as Christmas cards, can't you?
Yes, I believe you can. Yeah.
On the Pinky Grey website.
Yeah.
God, I love that blue.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Or if you don't like them, you can have that one. And there's loads of different, like for birthdays, anniversaries.
Yeah, for birthdays.
We've got this style
Christmas
as well.
One. Yeah.
So these are just the Christmas
Just
ones.
the Christmas. So when you go to our website, across the top, you've got this lovely, I'm going to come in on the banner. Okay, so you click here, gift cards just got beautiful.
They did.
Click into there.
These are all Jazz.
And then what you'll find, you've got various different denominations. So you've got your general birthday cards at the top, and then you've got your Christmas ones. So if you decided you wanted to get a £30 gift voucher, a Christmas one, you click into there, and then you can decide which card.
Oh, how nice.
You want to.
This is Jim's job, isn't it? This is
yeah,
what Jim's
this was
done.
something we introduced last year.
You know, Jim, he's the bloke that worked at Jessop's.
Yeah. So then you just choose your card, add it into your basket, and check out. And
what a clever idea.
So it's a really lovely way. And then, so for example, if you wanted to buy a club subscription, one club, there we go. You can go into here,
Oh, what a clever idea. And then
So,
you can
and
say,
then you can choose it. Is it a happy birthday? Time to celebrate? Merry Christmas. So if you wanted to give it as a Christmas gift as well, so it comes in a card, and then that person, when they receive this, then just calls up in the new year or after their birthday, whenever it is, and then they decide what club they want to join.
It's good, isn't it?
So it's a really lovely way for those sort of like last minute sort of gift ideas. Gift vouchers are perfect.
Yeah.
And we, especially coming up to Christmas as well, you think, oh, I know some people, they buy a couple of, say, like £10 gift vouchers.
Yeah.
And then they have them on hand and they think, oh, I forgot that person's.
Nice.
Bit.
Yeah.
And then it's good to go then.
That's a good idea.
It's nice to have a little stash because they're not going to run out.
No. It's like scratch cards.
Yeah. So, but crafting is definitely better than a scratch card. I mean, you
at least you're guaranteed you've got to get something for your money.
Exactly, for your £10 or £20.
Trying to explain that to my mother.
Yeah. Give her a Clarity gift voucher this year.
I love that woman. Okay, so that's it really. I think we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
Well, we'll call it at 10
morning.
o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've had lots of, well, it's just nice to calm it down, you know.
It is.
I think there comes a point where you just have to say, let's just enjoy the run up to Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, let's turn it round, friends, and let's look to the year ahead, work out what, you know, plan ahead a little bit, because Christmas, it comes and goes so quickly, doesn't it?
Of course it does, yeah, definitely. Blink of an eye and it's gone. Just another day.
It's just another 2 days.
2 days, 3 days, yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us for an hour. Paul, you'll be back with Louise? Back with Louise at 2 o'clock, and we'll have a look at the colouring side on that new enhanced pencil work course as well. And baby, you could have a look at my the course that I did with the alcohol inks. Yes, because that was very popular. Yes, that was the one that you and Jazz did together, wasn't it? So and it's still available. It is. Everything's in the show page, but we will review and have a look at the booklets in a bit more detail this afternoon. And because when you sign up, if it's, say the date was in November or in October, when you go in, you're going into that live session. So it's like you've been transported back to the live hour, and you get all the same banter and the same chat between, you know, it's not sterile. No, it's exactly in live. We used to do pre-recorded ones, but that for me, they were twice as much work. Yeah. And also I found they were a little bit less organic. I think because it's that performance then, isn't it? You're with a pre-record, you're performing it. Yeah. But when you've got the live interaction and there's different ways of sort of bouncing and stuff like I much preferred the banter, the interaction with Jazz and with the team that were working alongside us. Yeah. You know, and so we decided to do away with the pre-record and just stick with the live, and then that's available for you to watch afterwards again and again. So it's good. So okay, thank you so much for joining us, and Paul will see you at 2 o'clock. Thanks, Jilly. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.